It is freezing outside, and I got cut from work. Well, I took the cut. My manager was like, "Do you want to not work today?" And I said, "Yes," because yesterday I was the only server from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and I had 8 tables total. 8 for 6 hours. That's a long time. So, no, I did not want to go into work today to make absolutely no money and be in the cold. So instead, I've been taking naps. And I think that that's good, right? Naps are good. But I have to force myself to get up because I have 2 more days. Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, I got to be out of my studio. And so today, I'm having my studio mate meet me, and we have to do like the rest of the furniture, and I got to get all the trash out. I have to do a couple more loads to my storage unit. Yesterday, I did that. I took these giant black and yellow bins on like a flat dolly, and my storage unit is like catty corner to my studio, and it was still a struggle because there is so much snow. Actually, let me show you how much snow is actually on the ground. Actually, I said actually again, and then actually. That's where a car was, right there, boxed fully in. Don't know how that car got out. Oh, it probably got in this way and then backed out because how would you, you're boxed in? So that's what all of our streets look like. And that's insane. If that was my car, that would be incredibly stressful. I did a video yesterday, the day before, about me walking, just like a POV, walking to my studio in the snow after a snowstorm and after it's been shoveled and plowed. And it's nasty. It's nasty to go do that. So I'm trying to stay inside, but I have to go outside anyway. Whatever. But I have to clean my room. It's a disaster. Technically, I should be doing laundry, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But what you can't see is what's like below me. And what's below me is just a bunch of crap. There's just clothes. I like to put on clothes, and if I don't like them, I take them off and throw them on the ground. But because I have the storage unit, I now have a lot more space to move some stuff from my apartment to the storage unit, which is so much cheaper than buying a new apartment with more storage. So today, I kind of want to just like consolidate a little bit and see what I can take. It's still winter, so it feels stupid to take winter coats now, but there's so many coats in my closet that I just don't even wear. So maybe I'll take some. And also, I have a lot of pairs of Crocs, like these Lisa Frank Crocs that I've never worn outside. So I think I'm going to take a big box of Crocs and put them in my studio. Maybe not today, but I'm going to make the box today. But yeah, like these Lisa Frank ones that are just collecting dust. They're very cute, but I don't know. I haven't worn them. I don't really want to get rid of them. So I'm just going to put them in a box and put them in the storage unit. That's what storage units are for, right? I used to watch Storage Wars with my dad. And people would imagine they unbox mine and it's just full of cool freaking Crocs. Well, yeah, I need to clean. So let's do that. Let's clean. Honestly, I don't even know where to start. There's so much stuff on the ground. This is what we're going to start with. We're going to start with hoodies. We're going to pull up all the hoodies that I have. One hoodie, two hoodie that has a shirt inside. No, two hoodies, three hoodies. This is my high school marching band hoodie, the Moore Park High School Marching Musketeers. Four hoodie and five hoodie. This Gorgina one. Where's it say? I can't even like walk. Gorgina. This is by Zachariah Porter. I bought his merch a long time ago. Ideally, I have a lot of green hoodies also. Green everything. Also hats. Hats are everywhere. I have a hat here. I have a hat here. You can see all my hats on this wall that I don't wear. Maybe I should throw away some hats. During the winter, I pretty much only wear like 2 outfits because I need to stay warm. I really should this should be done now so that Friday, when I turn my keys over for my studio, I just get to be free. I'm not really on a time crunch today. I lose access to the storage unit at 7, but I only really have like 2 to 3 more trips to do, and I can do that on my own, and nothing is big and bulky, and I have a wagon that has these wheels that are basically 4-wheel drive. I also need to put my duvet cover back on. I bought 2 Amazon like shitty bed covers or comforters, and I bought a nice duvet because I saw someone like linking them up, but all they do is get like entangled in each other. You want to know what else I have in here that I haven't even thrown away? The empty boxes from my advent calendar series that I did in November. So you could tell that I'm pretty far behind. Not to mention all the advents that have just been sitting here. Those have to go somewhere. The idea is that I sort of figure out what I want to take to the storage unit. I have a box that I put ornaments in. So if I get a Ziploc bag, I can put these in it. You can already see my ADHD working because I just started on Fully Something and then I just got distracted by something else, and my hair is a disaster and none of you told me. All right, we're just gonna wear a hat today. Oh, side note, hold on. This bright red hoodie is from the production of Grease Live in 2016, starring, who was in it? Vanessa Hudgens? Jessie J? I had just moved back to California and my friend was working for Warner Brothers and she asked me if I wanted to go to the taping. And I was like, yeah, duh, why wouldn't I not want to do that? That's a life experience that you want to do. We were only in the first group shot and then the last group shot. And then they just had us sitting in the Two Broke Girls soundstage watching the rest of it because they had it on a bunch of different stages and they needed extras. But it was so cold, but they needed us to wear red. So they gave us unmarked red hoodies that all the elastic is stretched. I've kept this thing for forever. I do like it a lot. It's very nice. And I will continue to wear it until I don't fit in it. I can't believe I fit in it now. Here's a little recap of my YouTube experience. If you're new here, hi, hello, I'm Matthew. I just am closing my candle studio. I'm a photographer. I've had many, many lives. This is my new life, apparently, talking into a camera. And I'm learning a lot. And I was never an active YouTube user. Also, I should say, then subscribe now, because that's what you're supposed to tell people. If you haven't subscribed yet, then go subscribe. If I figure out how to put a button up here that says subscribe, maybe it'll say it. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm still learning how to do all this. But I wasn't like an active YouTube watcher. And now that I've been posting and like I'm on the app a lot more and I'm going through stuff, I started subscribing to people that pop up on my like homepage. And a bunch of like chill people doing chill things or buying houses or living in the middle of the woods. And then I started going back on my TikTok and I was like, oh, I wonder if they have a YouTube. And then I started following them, like Cecilia, who lives on Svalbard Island in the closest to the North Pole. If you know, you know. And like, I just started watching their videos, and their videos are so chill and fun and cool, and just watching random strangers have like a day in the life. So it's making me understand more that people like doing this because I'm starting to like to do it. My friend described me as good background noise, and she said not to be offensive, and I was like, no, that's great. I'm surprised that anybody wants to hear my voice, period, let alone watch me or keep me in a tab somewhere else where they could just like hear me talk. So shout out if you like to hear me talk. That's crazy because, you know, I think we need to clean the floor first, and so that requires getting rid of all the clothes that are on the floor. All the clothes that are on the floor are clean. They're just all over the place. And like, these are the only pants that I wear during winter, these Carhartt ones. I actually need to go back and buy some more. And a sock just flew out of that. I have like a shelving scenario over here, and it's full. I also just brought back a bigger shelving unit from my studio, and I was able to like organize and clean the living room. So now I just need to do it with my room. I've lived in this apartment since 2019, 18. I've just accumulated a lot of shit, and I don't need it. So I need to get rid of stuff. Some things do have to be rewashed. I do have these Taco Bell pajamas. If you're jealous, I totally get it. I would be jealous of me too. They need to go somewhere. I have winter Crocs. Let me put those on for some height. But yeah, all this stuff is just clean. It's just like on my floor because that's how I've always been my whole life. I'm not good at keeping a clean room or a clean home. It's not dirty, it's just messy. And I've always been that way. I don't have anybody over, so it doesn't matter. The door closes, it's my room. Let me do what I want with my room. This is a Neopets onesie. I wore it in some video. I've been posting pretty consistently on this app, and I'm pretty proud of myself. Almost didn't make this video today because I'm tired. I didn't really want to do anything. I know I have to go to the studio, but like, I just didn't want to do anything. But I figure if I have time and I have an activity to do, that I should film it, right? And if nobody watches it, nobody watches it, I guess. But sound off if you've watched all my videos. Let me know in the comments. And let me know in the comments if you want to come clean my room while I just take a nap over here, because that would be better. And like, organize it for me. Jeez. A lot of the stuff is still folded from the last time I did laundry, and I didn't do anything with it. I also have a bunch of towels on the floor that I need to find a place for. But honestly, I can't even get to said closet. Also, when it comes to cleaning, I tend to clean for 10 minutes and then take a break. My brain just like crashes out. And so I'll do everything and stack it on there, and then I'll get tired, and then I'll just put it on the floor again. So goal today, oof, brain working on overtime. Goal today is to see the floor. Goal today is to pack up a box of Crocs to take to storage unit, whether I take it today or not. I think I'm going to, I can't decide if I want to put these in the storage unit or keep them as art. Also, have you seen the Lego Crocs? They're $150 and they look like the most uncomfortable thing. These are also very uncomfortable. But they're Croc cowboy boots. I think I need to keep them as art. You want to know what I need to do? Because I see it right now. I need to put a playbill in my playbill binder. I have every playbill from every show I've ever seen, and I have 6 playbill binders. And the last show that I went to go see was the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. It currently has a revival off Broadway at New World Stages, which is a fun thing. But do you want to, here, I'll show you some of these. This one is my most recent one, and you can tell it's full, so that means I need to go buy another one. This was the production of Once Upon a Mattress with Sutton Foster, Big Gay Jamboree, the people that made Titanic. Here, hold on, let me move this down. I knew that was gonna happen. This one is Death Becomes Her. Obviously, love Death Becomes Her. The Tammy Faye musical. They had 2 variant playbills. This is the last show I saw of 2024, or the first show of 2025. And then we have Gypsy with Audra, Oh Mary. This one's Cole Scola. I've seen Oh Mary 5 times. Smash, love Smash. Pirates the Penzance musical with Jinx Monsoon. This one was a lot of fun. I love Pirates of Penzance, and this one was ridiculous. Boop, the Betty Boop musical. I did not see Jasmine in this, but I saw her understudy. This was okay. The Last 5 Years with Nick Jonas. This was terrible. This was really upsetting for so many reasons. Terrible, and made me really upset. Maybe happy ending. Possibly my favorite thing that I saw in 2025. It's become like a soundtrack that I listen to, and I haven't listened to like cast recordings in a very long time like that. Also, I'm going home in July, and my mom's house has a bunch of stuff, and I have a box of cast recordings, and I've already thought about doing a video on that. So let me know if you want me to do a video on all my CD cast recordings. What's this? Floyd Collins with Jeremy Jordan. I love this score, and this was super cool staging. This one impressed the shit out of me, if that's even a thing. When If It's a Social Club, I saw this with my college roommate. This was unexpected, and I absolutely loved this show. This was so cool. Operation Mincemeat. This one was cool. It was hard for me to... It's hard. It was hard to understand what was happening, unless you, like, know Operation Mincemeat. It was fun, though, but, yeah, it was hard for me. Dead Outlaw. So, at the end here, I decided that I wanted to see everything that was nominated for a Tony that was still around before the Tony Awards. So I saw Dead Outlaw, which was super cool. Dead Outlaw was a story about how this outlaw... he was murdered by the police, and then his body was put into like a museum. They didn't want to get rid of the body, so they pumped it with cyanide or something. And this corpse ended up being mummified and went around like touring for years, and then got like lost in a storage unit. And it was around for like 80 years, which is crazy. Real Women Have Curves. This was the last one I saw before the Tonys. This one was great. I'm sad this one closed. This one was a lot of fun and very poignant to today. And immigrants and ICE and terrible things that are happening in our country currently. And this one was great. I'm sad that this didn't get the love that it should have. I've never seen the movie. I should watch the movie, actually. But this show was great. And my only Pride playbill of that year. What else we got? Oh Mary, Jinx Monsoon. Oh, then that means that other Oh Mary was Titus Burgess. Wherever that is. And my Cole Scola one, it must be in a different book. This was Damn Yankees. Damn Yankees I saw in DC. This was by far one of the best things I've ever seen. And it's supposed to be coming to Broadway, but I took my parents to go see this. And this was incredible. It was how Damn Yankees should be told. It was told in New York. It was told with people of color. Lola was a Latina girl, and it was the best adaptation that I've ever seen of anything. This is how this show should be done, exactly like this. And I cannot wait for this to come to Broadway, and I cannot wait for more people to see this. This was incredible. Side note, this video is not supposed to be me talking about shows, but here we are. Hope you like musicals. Queen of Versailles with Kristen Chenoweth. Trash. Bad. Why would you write a musical about this? And why? Why? Very irrelevant in the times that we're in now. Nobody wants to hear anything about people with money. Bad. Bat Boy at Encores. If you're an OG musical theater person from the early 2000s, then you probably know Bat Boy. Bat Boy is an incredible score. This cast was stacked. This is so good. I was not going to miss Bat Boy. Messy White Gaze, I went with my friend from home. This was actually a lot of fun. This was off-Broadway. Kind of, yeah, a wild show. Ragtime, currently on Broadway now. Never seen Ragtime, and this was great. I can't wait to see how many Tonys this one wins. Side note, I love Cassie Levy. Her voice is like butter. Joshua C. Henry with incredible. And then that's it. So I have to put this one in. I bring one of these things with me in a bag to every show that I go see so that it doesn't get bent or crinkled or wet when I'm like out in the world. And then I usually take about 5 playbills from every show that I see. I think I've talked about this in a previous video, but my mom told me once about how my grandmother had a bathroom that was wallpapered in playbills, and I've always dreamt of that. And if you ever go to the bar Julius in the West Village in New York, their bathroom is wallpapered with playbills. And so I take about 5 from every show that I see, just in case I decide to wallpaper. Just in case I decide to wallpaper something, and then I move, and I don't lose out on all those playbills. Kind of neurotic, because I'm probably never going to own a house, because I'm a millennial, and I don't have any money. I definitely don't have house money. So let me know if you want to go through my other, what did I say? 5 books of playbills. There's some crazy stuff in there. This is all just recent, so mostly pop culture stuff that you've maybe heard about, maybe not heard about. And I need to go get another one. And I usually go to Times Square to get it, so I don't have to pay for shipping. But yeah, that's my Playbill binder of 2025, 2026 so far. What am I seeing this year? I'm seeing Cats the Jellicle Ball, and I'm seeing Titanic again. But this one I'm on Broadway. I can't believe you guys let me get that distracted talking about playbills. I haven't even done anything in my room. Oh my gosh. Here's the other piece to my Taco Bell onesie that I bought on TikTok Shop. They probably stole those images. Great. You fell on the floor. Did you feel that? That's upsetting. I need to get something better. You want to know something that's hard about YouTube is not cursing. I curse a lot, and I'm trying to be more brainness about cursing, but it's not easy to not curse. Oh, crap. What else do I need? I need a trash bag. This had Crocs in it. There is a lot of trash on the floor. Mostly it's like tags of things like Crocs. Overwhelmed. One thing about me is that I'm not good at multitasking, separating my activities with what I need to do. I get distracted by something and I want to go do that thing instead. So I have to go back to the idea of cleaning the floor. These towels are very big and annoying and in my way. All right, let's put these away. These go down here. I have a bunch of sweaters. I have this crocheted jockstrap that my friend in Cleveland made. I need to put that up somewhere. I just found it in my studio. Yeah, talking to myself is crazy, isn't it? People are really good at it. I started watching this gay couple that lives in Italy, and one of them is an interior designer, and he renovates old historic properties. They bought a palace in Italy, and I'm watching them redo that. I just found this couple that moved to Japan, and they just bought a tiny little house there out in the wilderness. I have all these sweaters and I haven't even worn them, and now is the time to wear them. It's cold outside. I bought this for Paris once. So yeah, I've been watching like creators do that, which makes me like, I'm a little like, do I want to leave New York? Is that something? And if I left New York, what does that mean? I haven't left New York because many reasons. It's where I work. Besides a little blip in my existence, this is where I've lived most of my adult life. Oh, there's that cord. I was wondering where this cord was. You find so many treasures. This is where I've lived for most of my adult life. Oh my God. And the beanie I was looking for yesterday. There's always just like thought in the back of my head of like, what else is out there? And what else could I be doing? So I don't know. I was so financially tied to this studio and candles, and it was such a big like pressure on me if I was going to keep it or not. And so now that I got rid of it, it's a lot less pressure on me. I don't have the money to move or like the job to move. I could move. I mean, I could. Here we are back again, distracted. Yeah, I work in restaurants and I can get a job anywhere, but I would really like for this to be my last restaurant job. That is my goal. I don't want to work in another restaurant. I don't want to do it. If I can make other things happen for myself that aren't that, like working for myself, like what we're doing right now. Me making content, possibly for money and engagement. YouTube is a really hard platform. It's hard to gauge. It's hard to like figure out. I'm trying. Yeah, getting views on these videos is not easy. I have a lot of followers on other apps, and so I'm funneling them here. But it is annoying having to constantly be like, hey guys, watch my video, and then bully them into doing it. Although I am good at bullying. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I like doing this. It is a little, not therapeutic, but it's a little bit like, this is actually gonna sound crazy, but like talking on camera is taking myself out of my own head. And I'm able to do other activities. So like I can clean and talk and not just get distracted. Otherwise I'd just be watching TV, which is fine. Okay, I have a floor. I also have a lot of shit that I've accumulated from TikTok Shop. So that has to go somewhere. Here, I got this on TikTok Shop. These are ducks that are in Egyptian forms from the British Museum. I made a video on it on TikTok Shop and I never did again. So let's open one up here, right? For fun. Because we love a mystery item. Remember Labubus? Yeah, that wasn't that long ago, and nobody likes them anymore. And you can't see them, but I have like 100 bajillion over there. But these actually were pretty cute. They're very heavy. I don't remember which one I got before, so here, these are the ones you can get. We love a side quest within a ADHD already video. But which one do you think it's gonna be? Nefertiti's? I don't know. I have no idea who that is. This one is Thoth. These are super heavy. Like really thick plastic. And they're pretty cute. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I need a trinket shelf. So if you're ever thrifting and you see like an old typewriter, type press, letter press, like drawer, that's what I need. I don't really go thrifting here, so I haven't found one, but that's on my goal for this year. I actually want to like make a video of me thrifting specifically to find one because I'm starting to get like a bunch of different trinkets and they deserve their own shelf. They don't deserve to be in a box. They sent me a whole box of these, so I have more to do. Maybe I'll start doing a video. I don't know. I have no idea. What I do have though is a lot of reusable bags. We have so many reusable bags. Look, retro sours. Where did those come from? TikTok Shop. Everything's TikTok Shop. I have a VIP bracelet from some party that I went to. Who knows what that was? Besides cleaning, another thing that I'm not good at is cooking. I just don't cook. I don't like to cook. Oh, I'm gonna put all my Christmas little trinkets in here that I got because they need to go away. They've been sitting on my windowsill for a month. I don't like to cook. Cooking is not fun for me. I get it. People like to cook, blah, 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 blah. But that's not me. So what did I do today? I ordered Taco Bell. And now you might say, oh my gosh, Matthew, you live in New York. Why would you order Taco Bell? Because I love Taco Bell. And I'm going to order Taco Bell all the time. I wanted to order Taco Bell breakfast, but none of my local Taco Bells had it available on the app. If you've never had Taco Bell breakfast, you're really missing out. Look at all these little guys. Also, I should put in my Christmas gibbets that I stuck on a bag. I tried to do an advent calendar series during Halloween and for Christmas, and the internet just made it flop. It just didn't like it, which is very annoying. I also have all these Christmas Princess Bitty Pops, which I'm just realizing that this Aurora, Rapunzel, has holly on it. Oh, they are all Christmassy. Okay, these gotta go in here then. It also came with a shitty, like, castle thing. I didn't really look at these. Jasmine and Tiana. The social medias did not push them out, so no one saw them, which is annoying. Because I spent money on these, and I was like, maybe I'll make it back. Maybe people will watch it, and all that jazz, and they did not. So I will not be doing that again. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see how the world goes. I've accumulated a lot of plastic over the past year, which is very annoying. I don't need more plastic. But all these advent calendars are plastic. My choice. Like, I bought them. I'm not an idiot. I understand that. These were all the Christmas gibbets. This one was fun. I would do this one again. And I got it on the TikTok Shop for really cheap. But for now, they gotta go in this bag. A holiday otter. My nephew's favorite animal is otters, and he wants to go to school to study sea otters.
How do you even figure that out in life? I went to school for musical theater, and that makes sense because I'm loud and gay and annoying. How do you figure out that you want to do sea otters? But that's pretty cool. Also, he's a cool little dude, so that checks out. I texted my picture of that gibbet. I should give it to him, but for now, it's gonna go in this bag. Also, side note, I'm going on a road trip in July by myself. My first solo road trip, meaning I'm going on a content creation road trip and kind of just like a reset. And I need some nature and I need some things and be alone and do all that kind of stuff. And so my trip to New Orleans is kind of like the kickoff of me making content and doing that every day. And I'm going to go to Mexico. I'm going to do it there. Maybe I can fit another trip, but I'm going to go on a road trip to Portland from LA. I'm from LA. Well, ish. That's up for discussion. I'm going to go from my hometown. I'm going to drive all the way up to Portland, and then I'm going to drive back. And on the stops, I'm going to go to San Francisco. I'm going to go to Big Sur. I'm going to go to Carmel. I'm going to go to Ashland, Oregon, Portland, Oregon. I want to do some coastal Oregon stuff, so I got to figure that out. I could do coastal Oregon going up and cut across to Portland, then come down, stop in Ashland. And then I'm going to have to go down to Windsor, California to meet with my family for their vacation. That's a long trek, though. That's like 8.5 hours. And I want to keep it around 6 because I want to have daytime to do stuff. So I might have to add a stop there. Down to San Luis Obispo. And I'm going to go to the Madonna Inn because I've always wanted to stay at the Madonna Inn. And then end up back at my parents' house. And then leave. I guess go back to New York after that. What I should be doing is figuring out my New Orleans trip, but instead I was looking up all these places. I'm not going to stay with any friends. I do kind of just want to keep this me the whole time, except for my like trip with my family, and then San Francisco. If I go to San Francisco, I have too many friends there. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. This year is a travel year, and I haven't done it yet, and so next weekend is the first weekend. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you're subscribed so that you can go. I'm gonna do a combination of like, I don't know yet. I'm figuring it out. New Orleans, I'm gonna do a combination of POV stuff, walking, talking, like Bourbon Street, and then me and eating and kind of just like gonna do it all. So if you're into this and me and this, come along for the journey. Let's have some fun in New Orleans. I'm very excited. I've never been. It's been on my list of New York, American cities to go to. The week before Mardi Gras, apparently that's super busy. I don't know what that's gonna mean. Obviously I want people. I also found this crazy ghost hunter on TikTok. I actually should email him today and book something. But he looks crazy and fun. And I'm going to try and film that whole thing because I'm going to ask him, obviously. But he looks like a lot of fun. This Crocs bag also is full of things from advent calendars. There are a lot of like squishmallows and stuff in here. It seems like a later activity. But back to my trinket shelf. Look at this plunger that I found on the ground somewhere. That has to go on a trinket shelf. I desperately need a trinket shelf. But this needs to go somewhere. This is freaking cute. I have tote bags upon tote bags. Like this Hendrix one. There's just so much crap. I have so much stuff everywhere. Okay, there's floor. We have some floor. I need to get the trash out is what I need to do. There's a bunch of stuff on this windowsill. My cactus that my friend gave me, and it was dead, and my roommate brought it back to life, and I actually should water her now. Disney Adorable stuck inside. I've asked the internet to name her a bunch of times, so if you have any ideas on what to name her, she's currently being held up by chopsticks because she's way too top heavy. She needs a breast reduction surgery, but I'm not going to do that to her. She's so pretty. She sits on my windowsill. So name her in the comments. Go right now. There's so many things that I could throw away, and I just like haven't. Also, I want to just like put a bag of clothes out onto the street because people take them, but it's so snowy out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to end this video so that I can get something done. I've been doing this for a long time. Maybe I'll show you at the end what it looks like. But then what if I don't finish it? That's so embarrassing. Here's the deal. Not going to show you. Because that could be embarrassing. And then what? In 2 weeks, I'm just going to be, let's clean my room again. And I have to go to the studio and clean. It's like a big cleaning day. I hate cleaning. I hate it so much. Okay, I think we were productive. I'm going to go clean for at least another hour. Make sure you're subscribed because next weekend, not this weekend, like not in a couple of days, but like next weekend, I'm going to New Orleans. So if you have any recommendations for what I should do in New Orleans, I'm going to be there Friday through Monday. I'm staying at a super cute hotel. I'm very excited. I want recommendations, but I also just kind of want to explore on my own. So I'm going to write a list down of what everyone says. And if my body takes me to those places, then my body takes me to those places. But for now, thank you, and stay warm if you're somewhere cold, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.